Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I haven't had a video for a couple of days. I've just thought I'd give it a rest for a couple of days. You know, you may get sick of hearing me rabbiting on about this, that and the other. It does you good to have a little bit of a rest now and again and forget about things. But I haven't been forgetting about my knitting. I've still been, this is the second side of the Celtic cable cardigan. I have been doing that, and I did finish a little baby cardigan. It was for my Etsy shop. I'll show. I did finish this little cardigan. It's up on my Etsy shop now, and this was, I only had one 500-gram ball. This was one of the balls that Carol sent to me. And it was James C. Brett's, oh, I haven't got the label here. It was James C. Brett Supreme Soft and Gentle Baby Double Knit. And it's got 70% acrylic and 30% polyamide, and it's lovely, really lovely to knit with this. I'm going to look up some more of this, see how much it is and see what I can get. But I had a 100-gram ball and I took a chance because I knit this to a 20-inch, and I wasn't absolutely certain whether I would get it. I made the sides from here to there 7.5 inches. I would normally done 8 inches for a 20-inch, but I thought, seeing as I wasn't absolutely certain, so I made this 7.5 inches from the rib to the armhole, and the sleeve I made it 8 inches, an 8-inch sleeve length. Little bits, that's about ½ an inch shorter than what I would have done normally, but it looks about right actually. You know, I was just going by the sizes that I used to do for my kids when they were little. A lot of patterns I look at, like this size, and I've done a 20-inch, they would have it from about here to there. You'd have about 6 inches, which when I used to look at the patterns for my kids, they were always far too short. I don't know whether my kids were longer than normal, but this was more or less the size I used to do. And like I'm saying, I took a chance and I had a length of yarn, not much left over. It was just enough to sew the buttons after I had turned the band around the thing. So really, if I was going to do another 20-inch, I'd make sure I have a little bit more than the 100 grams. And this is a colour. I've looked it up, trying to find out using the proper name of the wool and everything, but there's just no name for this colour. And I just called it beige. I put it on my Etsy shop and I've called it beige. But it's like, I don't know what you call it, more like is it natural or a neutral colour, something like that. But anyway, I've called it beige. And you know, I never had any buttons. I've got hundreds of buttons. Lots of buttons I've bought and buttons that I keep of things. And I had no buttons that suited this. I've got wooden buttons, but they were too light. They just did not look right on this cardigan. And then I have a little jar of buttons that I think is, oh, probably no good for anything. They're just an odd one. And I found these little, you can have a look. The little silver, like little balls. And they're about 50 years old. These buttons are of something. I think I had for my oldest son, some little suit thing he had, and I think that these buttons were off there. And I never throw buttons away. Whenever I'm finished with anything, I take the buttons off cardigans, I take the buttons off and I keep the buttons. I put things in, you know, the bags for the charity things and that, but I never put cardigans in because I take all the buttons off the cardigans. I put sweaters in, and those buttons were just right. They just look right for this cardigan. So that's another little one that's going on my Etsy shop. I'll put that down to one side. And so I started knitting. Well, I finished that because I do at the weekend. I do Saturday and Sunday. I knit my own things and anything I'm doing for my shop. And Monday to Friday is my orders. This is something I've decided that's the best thing for me. So I started another cardigan. I'm showing I've got it in the bag. It's another one for my Etsy shop. It's some brown Aran that I bought, and I don't know why I bought this brown, but I think it was going cheap at the time. And you can't really see. It's so dark. I'm trying to show where, oh, that's the side. This is how much I got done. This was on by Sunday night. You can't see it, but they're all cable and moss stitch. It's very hard to see with brown, it's dark. But I had to give up because even with the light, I just could not see what I was doing. It's something that's got to be done during the day. But I'm actually following a pattern for this one. I knit this one for all of my kids when they were little. To show you, this is the little cardigan I'm doing. It's all moss stitch with cable. There's two lots panels, cable panels down here, and moss stitch in between. It's got a couple of little pockets on. A bit closer, you can see a couple of little pockets there. And this is from a 26 up to a 30. So I'm going to do what I can out of this because it's Aran. It's an old Wendy pattern, this one. I'll tell you how old it is by the price on there, 9p. But I love this pattern. I actually made it for myself, but I altered the size. I made it up to a larger size. I think I did. Oh, I didn't put anything, I didn't write anything down inside the pattern. I think I just wrote it down on a pad. I altered the sizes to make it bigger. And I actually it was a brown cardigan I knit for myself out of this one a very long time ago. But that's what I'm doing at the moment, but I'm not working on this again until the weekend, and it's only going to be during the day. I'm going to have to find something to do. Well, some of my own knitting I can do of a night time, I think, because I just could not. I have another pair of needles. I started knitting this on a pair of needles that Dagry sent me, in the red needles. I think I have them in there. Yeah, I have them in the bag here. I think I've saved them. If I can find it in there to show you the needle. Oh, that's the purple one. That's the purple one. They're in this bag somewhere. There. I started knitting with these ones. Dagry sent me a couple of pairs of these kind of needles, and they're lovely because they've got nice pointed ends and that. But you know, when I had them next to this wool, I couldn't make out the stitches, and that because of the dark colour of the needle. It was making me hard to see the stitches. So I had to change to my old grey ones, which I'm very disappointed about because these were lovely. The points, and I think I've worked out why these newer needles are so nice is because most of my needles are over 50 years old, and I think the points have worn down on them, so the points don't slide through the stitch as easy as these ones do, and the likes of these ones. Get rid of that needle out the way. That needle, those ones, the zing ones, they are nice thin points, and they go through the loops much. That's how they're much quicker to knit with. Started again on this one, on the Celtic cable one, and I'm getting on quite well with this one. And another thing I'm telling you about, I had where's my phone? I had an email. Will I get the email back on my phone? It's from somebody called PIXELMATOR team, which I think is some kind of software. And this email, I'm going to read the email to you and asking you what you think actually. It says, "Good afternoon, dear YouTuber. My name is Anna. I represent PIXELMATOR Company. Our company has been providing photo editor services since 2007. During this time, we received awards such as the Mac App of the Year Award in 2018 and in 2011 the iPad App of the Year Award in 2014 and many others. On your channel, we were interested in advertising our service. We value the work of every blogger, and your channel surprised us with the approach to video and its high quality shooting. You know, I don't know what they mean by high quality shooting, because I'm sitting in front of my laptop and I wouldn't say it was high quality, and I use my phone for when I do tutorials on my other channel, and I don't know what they mean by high quality shooting, but there's nothing high quality shooting about my videos. But anyway, it says we want to offer you to voice over ready-made video before the release of a new version of our photo editing application. This format, as practice shows, causes greater success. Well, can you imagine my voiceover? I'm a Geordie, man. If I spoke real Geordie, you wouldn't have a clue what I was talking about. And my mother would be turning in her grave if she could hear me talking like that now, because I often used to get a slap for talking Geordie. She thought the Geordie language was disgusting. Common, she thought it was common. But anyway, it says, according to your channel statistics, that's a tongue twister, for short pre-roll review, the short pre-roll, they are the little advertise, the little ads you get before the video actually starts. I think that's what the pre-roll is. We can offer $1,500 for one video. This is the starting price. We can offer more for other review formats. They've got 1 is linked to your YouTube channel, and 2, are you satisfied with the proposed price? If not, send us your price list. Number 3, your suggestions for advertising. For example, you can offer to make an announcement in your social networks such as Instagram, Twitter, Discord. I think it's got D space and Discord. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look it up. Servers or others. Thank you for your attention. I think I'm going to show this to I'm going to my granddaughter's this afternoon. I'm going to show this to her first before I answer it, because I've had a lot of emails, and this email is actually offering me money to do something. All the other ones I've had were asking me to pay money for things like subscribers and views, and which I don't need, which I have plenty of those. But this one is offering something, and I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look up this PIXELMATOR team, or PIXELMATOR. I think it's some software editing things for doing videos and things like that. I'll have to look it up because I'm not sure. And it has suddenly gone very dark outside. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the colour of my video has suddenly changed to dark. If it keeps going like that, it must be going to rain. If it goes like that, I'm going to have to put my ring light into the... I think I'll do that anyway. Put the ring light into my computer before I'm busy talking here. It suddenly got very dark. Switch it on. That's a bit better. But I don't know what they've been looking at in my videos for this email anyway, but I'm going to show my granddaughter this afternoon, ask her to see what she thinks, and I can reply to it and ask them what I might be interested, but I want a little bit more information. That's me. And I don't know what it is, whether I've been getting a lot more views than anything, but my money that I've been earning, my revenue on YouTube has suddenly gone up a lot. It must be the number of extra views I've been getting, I think. And I haven't even, the last 2 or 3 days, I've earned more than what I normally earn, because I thought if I didn't put a video up every day, I didn't get very much, but the money has suddenly started going up on it, and I don't know why. I cannot work it out. I'm only getting about the same number of views. I maybe get about between 200 and 300 views on most videos, so I must have done something right, but I don't know what. But anyway, that's my little bit. I'm going to do a bit more of this cardigan before I go down my granddaughter's, because I know I'll not get any done down there. I take my own stuff. I've got a cardigan I've been knitting for months. I did a little bit of that the last time I was down Cheryl's Sunday. Probably get a little bit done today as well. I've got across a cable over here anyway, so 2, and this is a cable at the back. Put the cable at the off the cable needle now. So I have a little bit time, because it's not 11 o'clock yet, so I've got time to do a little bit of this before I go down my granddaughter. So the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you know anything else that you might be interested in another time. So bye for now.